suppose we found our machine. At least, what's left of it. Do you feel anything, Saira? With your gift, I mean. Agreed. Maybe we can even take some small parts of it with us right now. The Order will transport the rest to Ark by Myra. That strange metal. It didn't rust at all, despite all the time it's been here.
All this energy, it's useless without the numinals.
Come close to comprehending, like a cosmic force. Nothing else possesses that much raw, magical power.
Yes? Found something? Let me see. Yes, it does indeed. Seems to be some kind of energy storage, but it's empty. They look useful. Let's take them to the Chronicum. Yes? Yes, you're right. How is it possible that it moves all by itself? Let's take it with us. Yes, I think you're right. Hopefully we didn't miss anything. Let's go talk to Pegast.
Now that was quick. So, what did you find? Well, that's not much of a surprise considering how long it was down here, and as long as we can reconstruct it, that's alright. I sent some of my men back to Ark. We'll request a caravan to get all the parts back to the temple, and see what we can do from there. Let's just hope it really will help us against this cleansing, whatever it is. As much as I admire Pyrean technology, I don't like the idea of putting our lives in the hands of it. Let me see. Truly interesting.
What?
Seems that this machine was only some kind of prototype. The real one that Pyreans were working on must be somewhere else. Plus, there's also a name for it. The Pyreans called it the Beacon.
That's poetic.
Indeed. Well then, it seems like you and your visions have once again saved the day, Prophet. There's a lot for us to do now. If you've taken care of your business here, I suggest you head back to Ark and report to old Aranthiel.
What do you think, Saira? Do you want to leave now, or stay a little longer? Good. There you are. Pegast's mages have already told the Grandmaster about our find, and they're waiting for us in the Emporium. Let's go.
All that I am saying is that there are more efficient ways to battle this red madness. And heathen machines atop the Sun Temple are the last thing that will calm the townsfolk.
Maybe. But if this heathen machine is what the Pyreans used to combat the cycle, I want it near. Even if it turns out to be useless, only a fool turns down a chance. Skyrim, how long will the reconstruction take?
Well, it depends on how many Pyrean mechanics you have on hand that can help us decipher these plans. Just think for once, Aranthiel. How are we supposed to give you an estimation if we don't even know what the finished machine is supposed to look like?
We will get to work right away, Grandmaster. But in any case, we're going to need a lot of steel and Pyrean crystals.
You will get them. Now, get to work. You did excellent work. We will reconstruct this machine. No, that still leaves the sigil stone. It's simple. I've told you that the Pyreans knew about the cycle, and that they too battled it before they vanished. The sigil stone was a magical defense they created to protect themselves from the red madness. Through small fragments that segregate, wear one of these fragments and it will serve you like a shield for your spirit. The stone won't produce enough for all citizens of Ark. The problem is that we lack knowledge about this ritual, and those who have it have been dead for millennia. Correct. The entire plan revolves around a discovery which is exhibited in the Chronicum. The frozen corpse of a Pyrean, which a fisherman found adrift in the Northern Sea some years ago. Yes, the ice prevented his body from decaying. But go to the Chronicum and speak to Archmagister Maragil. He will be able to explain it better than I can.
Prophet?
Well met.
Walk Blessed, can I help you? That's convenient, actually. I think I still owe you an explanation. Yes, but let's talk somewhere else. Come on. So, sorry for all the secrecy. I just didn't want anyone else to listen in. Well, that moment when I neutralized the leader of the bandits in Old Dothelgrad, I'm sure you noticed that I was different then. Upset. You choose your words carefully, Saira. I appreciate that. I'll make this quick. There is something about me that you don't know. That no one knows, actually. Do you remember what I told you in the curarium about the destroyed village? Well, I wasn't entirely honest with you. Not all of it, no, and it's true that I don't know how I ended up there. But I remembered something just before I regained consciousness. Some kind of vague memory. A feeling coupled with an image. It's hard to describe because it didn't last very long, but I saw myself, but I was somehow above the rooftops, as if I flew. Below me, I saw all the chaos, the dead, the fire, the devastated houses, and I somehow felt hot, but from inside, as if my blood was boiling. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? I'm sorry, but I don't know how to describe it better than that. It was something that actually happened, I'm sure of it. But the memory, it was somehow blurred. Like a dream, but a very vivid one. Nothing. I woke up, and from there things happened just as I've already told you. But that's not really what I'm trying to get at. In that memory, when I saw all those dead bodies and all that destruction, I felt satisfaction, pleasure, as if all that suffering, all that pain was the most exhilarating thing I'd ever seen. Well, I didn't know what to make of that memory myself for quite a long time. But then, things happened that made me understand. There is something inside my head, Saira. Some kind of second soul, an entity. Most of the time it sleeps, but there are situations in which it wakes up. Mostly when something atrocious happens or has happened. Blood, pain, death. Whenever I'm confronted with these kinds of things, it tries to... I don't know how to put it. Tries to take control of me, and then things like Alt-Dathulgrad happen. It's never managed to completely take me over, and it hasn't gotten as far as it did in Alt-Dathulgrad for a long, long time now. But that memory from the village, I think that is what happens when I let myself go completely. If that name seems fitting to you, then yes. But I think we both know these stories about ghosts taking over the living are just stories to scare the common folk. If it helps you, think of it as some kind of temptation, one that's just waiting for the moment when I am too weak to contain it. Yes, it is immense, Saira. I can feel it every time it is trying to take me over. I don't even want to think about what would happen if I were to give in completely. I figure. Listen, what happened in Old Dothulgrad, I never should have let it come to that. But that moment when he charged me, the blood on his sword, I just couldn't contain it. And when I gave in, when I hacked him into pieces, I simply felt so thrilled, complete. I was naive to believe it would never get that far again. Naive and stupid. This is the reason why I train so hard, why I always try to control my emotions no matter what people do or say to me. This creature inside me, it's always on the hunt. And the only way I can keep it at bay is by controlling both my body and spirit 100%. Just one moment of carelessness. That's all. Only Master Tyrus, my foster father. He taught me how to contain it by controlling my thoughts. And he also advised me never to tell anyone about it, which I haven't, until today. No way that I know of, at least. Who should I ask? The apothecary? There are two ways that would go. Either they would ridicule me, or they would take me seriously and report my condition to the Order. Neither way helps me, and who knows what the Order would do if they found out, especially as strained as the situation is right now. I don't know. Probably because I was afraid you'd tell someone else about what happened in Old Dothulgrad and that would raise suspicions. A coward's move, I know, but it was the best solution I could come up with. I'm sorry. Well, what would be the alternative? Transcribe Pyrean books like the Magisters do all day? Or drop out entirely and pour hot water for the upper city's noblewomen? Look, Saira, as you already pointed out, there is a chance that this thing inside me is responsible for the massacre in the village. And if that's true, I definitely have a lot of repentance to do, don't you think? I want to change things, to make the world at least a little bit better. And yes, I do realize that this means a lot of hardship and hard work for me, but I'm not afraid of that. So many people just talk, and never act, because that would mean that they'd have to actually endure something for what they believe in. Determination alone hasn't helped anyone yet. Let's talk again in a few years, and we'll see if my good intentions have actually produced results. Well, that's good to know. I'd like some time by myself now, and thanks for listening.
Walk blessed.
Huh. You're the one they call the prophet, aren't you? Congratulations on passing the trial.
What?
Oh, hey.
So what's so spectacular about this? To me, our pal here looks like your average crypt corpse.
Well, he isn't. Do you see this marking on his forehead? That's a symbol of the Ashian, one of the two priest castes who reigned over the Pyrean Empire like the Lightborn did over Vin. He was no high priest, but more than an acolyte. Let's just hope he participated in the manufacture of this... Yes? Don't ask. Reconstructing the outer shell was challenging, particularly given the strange metal it is made of, but we found a way to do it. As for its inner workings and what these sockets are for, this machine, it's, how should I say, different, otherworldly. I do? Thought I had gotten rid of it by now. But yes, I'm originally from Nirim. Just like you, as I've heard. Oh, I don't know. Probably because I don't have very fond memories of my time there. You know, if someone would have told you 20 years ago that one day I would be the Archmagister of the Holy Order, it's absurd just to think of it. You know, I was a slave there. Yes, you see, I was born into a traveling group of Aeterna minstrels. I never got to know my father, though, and living that way was hard. So my mother eventually decided to burn all bridges behind us and start over. Sorry, I'm babbling. I don't want to bother you with my boring stories. Well, after some days on the road, we met a traveling merchant who gave us a ride to the next village. A small one. It seemed almost perfect at the beginning. The place was quiet, and my mother found herself a job as a weaver in the local count's castle. One day, however, the count simply stopped paying her, and, well, when she asked for the reason, he told her that we were his property from that moment on. Why wouldn't it be? We were just a woman and a young son, and he owned both the land and the local guard. We had to serve this Creo, that was the count's name, for 9 years. No one. We weren't the only slaves he kept, and the villagers were too afraid to do anything. As for Chancellor Baratheon's armies, well, I'd be surprised. Pure luck, I suppose. And just by coincidence, he saw me crushing some herbs I had found in the forest. That's what I did in the little spare time I had, you know. What I didn't know was that I had found an entire sheaf of God's tongue. That impressed the merchant so much that he simply bought me. He left her there. Believe me, what he did had nothing to do with mercy. He just saw that there was money to be made off of me. I cried and protested, of course, but 2 months later, our ship arrived in Ark, where he got infected with flesh maggots and died short. And since his relatives didn't know what to do with me once he was dead, they simply asked the Order to grant me the novitiate, which they did. I tried, but as you can imagine, my obligations made my options to do so very limited. Only recently, however, word reached me from a mercenary whom I sent over. According to him, Creo is dead, and his castle... But who knows if he just said that to appease me. I think when all of this is over, I might ask the Grandmaster for permission to travel there myself. And then, who knows? By the righteous path, now I am sure a man like you has better things to do than listen to the stories of a boring
look, we have company.
Doug should probably get back to business.
Archmagister,
Forgive me.
how's the situation?
Walk blessed, Grandmaster. We're fine. Everything is ready. So this is him?
Yes.
Interesting. Truly interesting. I imagined you to be... different. I'm Lexiel Marigil, Archmagister of the Holy Order. So, where do we start? Has the Grandmaster already informed you of the goal of this mission? Correct. Now you're wondering, how will this be possible? This is where the Word of the Dead comes into play. An old relic we'll need to find.
The Word of the Dead? I thought that was a legend.
No, it exists. And we also know where. Just so you understand, the Word of the Dead is an artifact that allows entering a deceased person's mind to relive his last memories as if they were your own.
And you want to do just that with our frozen pal here. This is the grand plan, right?
Right. You'll need to locate the Word of the Dead, teleport the Pyrean's body to you, and then enter his thoughts. And there you'll have to look for the words of the ritual. Well, this is...
There's an old manor in Enderal's West that belongs to an old collector of artifacts. We received a tip that the Word of the Dead is in his possession.
Hang on. Are you talking about this odd fellow with the puppets? The aged man from the folk song?
I am. You won't take it. It will be enough to find it. Use it on the Pyrean and then leave. You will travel to the manor with Dalvarek, wait for nightfall, and then introduce yourself to the aged man as a fellow collector of artifacts. Then you will offer him this brooch, and if all goes well, he will offer you a quarter for the night to negotiate in the morning. Then it's all a matter of timing. Sneak out of your room, look for the Word of the Dead, and teleport the Pyrean to you. A good question, but no. The aged man is special, so to speak. Even the Lightborn ordered us to let him live in peace. So, if we have to trick him, we will at least do it inconspicuously. No one will connect your faces to the Holy Order. Then you'll flee. There must be no violence, no matter what happens. Archmagister?
Yes? Well, that is a good point. We don't know, because we don't even know what the artifact looks like. But, how goes the saying? The proof of the eating is in the pudding.
We'll manage somehow. And even if we don't, it definitely sounds like an adventure.
It's a great responsibility, be aware of that. But I have faith in both of you. Now get going as soon as you can. This mission will be fruitful. I can feel it.
And there they go. Yep, just meet me at the Myrids Tower at the Western Cliff. Just meet me at the Western Cliff, okay? I'll wait for you. Oh.
Let's hope he knows what he's doing. Prophet? Oh, hey. Walk west. Walk west. Ahoy. Yes? Yes? You. Do you need something? I need some time for myself.
Walk blessed, friend. Where are you headed? Ah, there you are. Ready to go? Wonderful. Here, this is the place where the aged man's manor is supposed to be. Lead on. I'll follow you. Already dark? Oh my, how the time flies by. Already dark? Oh my, how the time Still alive? Flies by. Good. Let's go. We shouldn't waste any more time. Interesting to see what some people consider art. This is where he lives. Huh. This aged man definitely knows how to make himself comfortable. At least it's already dark. That saves us the waiting. Then let's see how we can get in there. These busts look interesting.
Yes? What do you want? I'm the servant, so no, I'm not. And if you're looking for charity, you've come to the wrong place. Do you now? So what could two traveling merchants dressed in rags have that might be of interest to my master? This is the silver brooch of a seraph. Where did you get this? Uh-huh. Well then, this changes the situation. You may enter. Plus, forgive my harshness. I misjudged you. Master Gages is currently playing music, and will be at least until dawn. You can make yourself comfortable in the guest room. He will see to you in the morning.
Okay, that sounds good. Today we wouldn't have made it back to Ark anyway. Just try to get my reward in the flying this weather. So, nice house you've got here. So it's just you and your master who live here, right? People talk about him a lot.
Please, let's just save the small talk. You're here for business. Now follow me upstairs. I'll show you to your quarters. As I said already, Master Gages will play through the night. My apologies if his music keeps you awake, but if you want a piece of advice, listen. You won't hear anything comparable in all of Vin.
Well, then we'll do just that. So I take it your master's an artist, right? I saw the puppets. They're interesting.
Interesting. Yes. That they are. Master Gages always says art is unique because it allows us to see what our mind doesn't want us to see.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, we all have demons inside of us, don't you agree, Miser Dalvari? Memories, truths about ourselves we've locked away somewhere in our unconscious because we don't want to confront them. True art surpasses all these barriers because it reminds us of who we truly are.
Interesting thought.
All right, here we are. Make yourselves at home. I will inform you once the Master is ready to see you. By the way, call it intuition or premonition, but I somehow had the feeling we would have company tonight and took the liberty of preparing a small meal. I'm afraid the meat is a little charred, but it should taste good. Now, please excuse me. I have to rest. It is late, and the day has been exhausting.
Of course. Sleep well. And thanks for your hospitality.
You're welcome.
And there he goes. Call me paranoid, but this all went a little too smooth for my liking. Yeah. For example, the fact that he was already standing near the gate when you rang, and that he lives with a man who's older than the Black Guardian, at least according to the legends. But, well, to each his own. Yeah, 1 or 2 hours at least, until this servant's asleep. I've got a skin of wine with me, so if you want, we could enjoy it in the meantime. I wouldn't touch this food if I... You could tell me about this trial while we're waiting. Or about anything. Just distract me from those damn ugly puppets over there. Interesting thought. The thing about the last moment that lasts forever. Did you know that Kyrian mentalists are apparently able to sort of become aware in their dreams? And apparently, in a dream, one can exist free from time. There's a story about an arcanist who spent 1,000 years in a dream while he only slept 8 hours in his waking life. But, well, that's a topic on its own. I think it's late enough for our little excursion now. Let's find that relic. There it is. Master Gaius's music that transcends all barriers. This job is this place. That looks like some kind of study. Maybe we can find something here. Maybe we take a look at these bookshelves. They look kind of weird. Now I get it. These books must be part of some kind of mechanism. Have you tried, I don't know, pulling on them or something like that?
Jakal. He betrayed us. They're all dead.
What?
Yes, but it doesn't matter. We have to get away from here. His armies, they're everywhere, and they're killing everyone. What about Lilanya? Is she alright?
Yes, she's asleep. But where do you want to go? Come on, get inside. We'll talk about it there. Our brother, he's here too. He arrived last night.
Kumar? I thought he was up north.
He was, yes. But he rode back when he heard about the siege. He wants to help defend the city. He will be angry when he finds out that you fled, you know?
Staying would have been suicide. He would understand.
Kumar,
I see it. Why are you here?
The Treasure Master betrayed us, and Jakal's troops have gone crazy. They're massacring the entire city. They said we...
I know that, but you didn't answer my question. Why are you here?
Where else should I be, damn it? The High Ones won. They won, and this accursed cleansing will happen, whatever it is. But if there's only the slightest chance that we can make it through, I will use it. Unlike you, I do have someone I need to take care of.
Let's hope she doesn't take after her father. Your cowardice disgusts me, brother. You've never understood what it meant to be an Aishida.
I knew that would happen.
He's such a bulldog. For him, there's nothing but his goddamn honor.
At least since he lost Yalek, yes. He won't let us flee. You do realize that, right? He will force you to keep your oath, to stay and fight. To the death.
I will talk to him. We'll do this, sister, somehow.
Yes, of course we will. There's still some stew. I will prepare a bowl for you, all right? You go look after the little one. I think she is slowly beginning to understand what's happening here. What? Where are you going?
Go and get Perrick. We're leaving.
Leaving? But you heard him. The city is lost.
Well, isn't that good timing? I have been thinking, and I have decided that I will not let my only brother die as a deserter. We will ride to the city at first light and help with the defense.
That's not going to happen. I told you that. Zura and I will take Lilanya and flee to the north. Come with us or don't, but you will not get in our way. Period.
Period. Thank the highest being that we're family, Perry. Just thank that.
Kill them! Kill them all!
Oh, by the name of the sun, do something, Perrick! Keep them out of here!
Do you really think you can stop us? For every one of us you kill, a dozen more will come.
No, please. I don't want any of this. No one wants any of this. Just let us go. I have a daughter.
So, I hope you slept well? Well, what do you think? I brought you here. After you broke into my sanctum and made your little journey into the realm of the dead. Please, don't look at me like that. I knew what you were up to from the start. Sadly enough, I did. No, you don't. Because you don't dare to question. Peculiar situation, all of this, isn't it? Suddenly you, the fugitive urchin, become mankind's salvation. And suddenly, just like that, out of nowhere, you can perform feats others would require decades to master. But still, you never asked yourself why. You're right, I do. But if there's one thing time has taught me, there are things one has to realize for him or herself. You can't force... Who am I? Back then, I might have given you an impressive response to that. But at this time, I couldn't say anything that would help you. Let's just say, I'm an observer. A fleshless eye, if you prefer. In this era, you might also know me. Oh, please, spare me your threats. You are powerful, but not as powerful as you think you are. But unfortunately, there's no point in pursuing this conversation any further. You have what you came for, and the rest is up to you. Even though I doubt it will make much of a difference. Maybe you could do just that, but time will tell. Now, forgive me.
You? But what the heck was that? Where's the manor? Try me. Any explanation's better than none. Uh-huh. That sounds strange, to say the least. After you went down that shaft, someone locked the door to the study, and I couldn't get it open, no matter what I tried. Well, a couple hours later, I found myself face down in a puddle of mud. But anyway, these glyphs you drew on paper look good to me. So at least officially, this mission was a success. I only wish I... Hang on. You see that? What's that? A casket? But where's this noise coming from? This is it? But then the aged man left it on purpose. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions, but it seems to me as if this fellow knew a lot more than we did from the start. Still, we should take this thing with us. Let's go back to Ark and report to the Grand Master. I've got a scroll right here with me. What do you say? Well then, let's go. I suggest you go inside and tell the Grand Master what happened. And give him the casket. I'll go grab my pay now, and then I'll head back.
knows what he's doing. Where is this supposed to lead?
My sir.
Prophet, were you successful? Then tell me. So he knew about the cycle. That's disquieting and interesting. Yes, maybe that's an attempt to help us. He's not against us, because if he were, he wouldn't have let you out alive. I bet that the Lightborn also knew more about the aged man than they told us. This explains why Malphas told the Order specifically not to bother him. But we will discuss his identity another time. What matters is that you were able to find the missing glyphs. Bring both of them to the Archmagister so that we can activate the sigil stone. Oh, and one more thing. What did the Pyreans in your memory call those behind the cleansing? The High Ones? Good. Then the enemy has a name now. Come back to me once you've talked to Maragil. There has been another disquieting development. So he knew about the cycle. That's disquieting and interesting.
Huh?
Jarem dorba nubis, locorem tares.
Blasted blistering blazes. You sound like a boozed up poet. This is supposed to be magic?
Entropy is a dangerous school, my sir. One false word and the stone could burst into flames.
Well, keep up this babble, and he might do it on purpose. You godlabs are just missing the pepper, even when you're doing magic.
Pepper? Magic needs to have prudence, not pepper. She's like a sick frog. If you... Prophet, you're back.
Sun be praised. Working with these fumblers is harder than teaching complex mathematics to a Leor. The Scrounger already told me about your success. Good work. Have you got the glyphs? Yes, just show me already. Yes, that does make sense. Step back, I'll show you how this works. Jarem dorba nubis, locarem taris danida, sharak lishamra.
By the righteous path. Are you feeling this?
Yes, this is impressive. Truly impressive. Are those the shards?
They're certainly not your underpants, are they? According to the Piraean writings, these shards offered protection against the Red Madness, as long as the sigil stone remains active. Prophet, you're the one who found the missing glyphs, so you should go first. Go on, touch one of the shards. So, how do you feel? Very well. Then let's hope that this sigil stone lives up to its promise. Boy, go and tell the quartermaster that every keeper, as well as each one of us, is to be wearing one of these fragments by nightfall.
Boy?
Buzz off.
My sir, I really don't think this...
Do what he says, Legion. That is not how you will make friends here, Firespark. Not at all.
If it were friends I was looking for, I certainly wouldn't be here. Once again, good work. Old Aranthiel asked me to give you that, so you could buy better equipment. Now go back to him. Something disquieting has happened.
Yes, that just might work.
Is it now?
Yes, it
Remind me not to
Doesn't
profit.
make any sense. Why can't it ever be easy?
Well met.
Walk blessed.
This feeling just now, that was the sigil stone, wasn't it? Very good. With a beacon and the sigil stone, we now have both a sword and shield against these High Ones. However, there has also been a disquieting development. I have called in a conclave, and it will take place in a day. Come back then, and use the time to rest.
Well, well. It isn't a prodigy. Say, is it true that you're an elementalist? The prodigy, huh? Apparently we owe you for the shards of this machine. Huh?
What?
Walk blessed.
Greetings.
The fabled prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do.
Oh, there you are. Did you find it? You're the one they call the prophet, aren't you?
Sure. You'll have to pay normally, though. As much as the Grandmaster favors you, metal and work don't come for free.
Now look at that. You are the prophet, aren't you? The prodigy. With all due respect to your thirst for knowledge, I am not a magister, and I've got my hands full. In a nutshell, we are healers, and our path is to cure ailments with magic and alchemy. Our monastery is far to the north, in the Frostcliff Mountains. However, you won't be able to reach it at the moment due to the heavy snowfall. And in case that doesn't sate your appetite, there are a couple of books about us in the library, or maybe even the Chronicum.
That's beyond me.
Well, then you've come to the right place. Walk list. Well, then you've come to the right place. That's what I'm here for. Take a look. rest. Well, then you've come to the right place. Walk blessed.
Huh?
You're the one they call the prophet, aren't you?
There you are. I've been looking for you for days. Do you remember me? You, helped me back in the ruin. Shh, not here. I just came to thank you. Thanks to you, I was able to pay me debts. And both me family and the farm is safe once again. As you can imagine, I don't have any money to show you my gratitude. But I thought that this might be useful to you. Take it. Still, I should thank you. Walk blessed, and may your path always...
Sir? Yes?
Walk blessed, friend. Sure, where to?
Picked the wrong enemy, my friend.
Get me out of here.
You sure showed those bastards who's boss. Good work. Who sent you? I can hardly imagine you came here by chance. Oh, well, what didn't happen? If Dal Terwin sent you, I take it you know why I'm here. So here's the short version. I managed to find the steering unit for that machine, but when I got back, I got ambushed by these arseholes. They must have known I was working for Terwin, and that he'd pay quite a ransom for me. Otherwise, I'm sure they would have slit my throat right open. Huh, pity. They didn't count on you coming. No, of course not. They took it with them. My money would be in their hideout, Fortress Sourcewatch, not far from here. You sure look like you can handle yourself in a fight. So, what do you think about going in there and getting back the unit for us? I'd help you, but those bastards got me good before they locked me in that cage. I need to see enough good. Whew, you sure showed those bastards who's boss. Good work. Who sent you? I can hardly imagine.
Sure. Where to? Sir?
My sir?
Him of the Desert King. Dark as the sun.
Yes?
Well, girl, it's not as if I said we'd need an escort from the beginning. Walk back! You wouldn't understand this, even if you'd been my apprentice for 15 years. If it helps you, just imagine that I... and by doing this, I become him. Apotheosis, that's what the scholars from Kyra call it. The only logical response to current events, by the way. Ah, red madness, death of the Lightborn. You don't need to be one of those keepers to see something is happening in this world. It's going south. And other than the Holy Order and his new Naramis magically gifted pals, we need to change humanity. The apotheosis, the overcoming of our fleshly nature, is the first step.
Thanks for reminding me.
Unfortunately, I seem to be the only one who sees it that way. There you are. Good to see you back in one piece. Pathira told me everything. Had I known you'd be up against an entire gang of highwaymen, I would have sent reinforcements. But it seems you Splendid, that's it! Good work, here's your pay. And since you're here already, there is something else you might assist us with. And it will energy. Horst's frame might be complete, but he still lacks a source of energy. One that doesn't exhaust itself. Similar to Pyrean crystals, only much more resourceful. Evidently, the only ones capable of creating something as genial are starling tinkerers. The only problem is that the plans for such an energy core have been lost for centuries now, as have its prototypes. However, I might still have one.
Just cut to the chase, will you, Master? Agnog is an old starship that was constructed centuries ago in Anku, the great Starling city on Nerim. The spearhead of Starling craft built to reclaim the forgotten homeland, blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. It crashed on the first test flight.
In which it got from Nerim to as far as Enderal within a day's travel. A little more respect, please, Pathira. Anyway, fact is, until now, everybody believed the ship had crashed right into the Red Sea, a few miles before the Sun Coast. It didn't. It lies buried in the Enderalian Frostcliff Glacier.
I have already scouted the perimeter. It is completely enclosed with ice. But with an aptitude, one can find a way in. The energy core we need is, where else could it be? In the heart of the ship, the generator room. And this is where you come in. I can get inside by myself, but I bet my left hand that the tinkerers have come up with a whole arsenal of nasty defense mechanisms to process any intruders into dust, bones, or puddles of flesh. I will go on ahead and try to deactivate as many traps as possible, but I might still need your help getting to the core. You have a map, don't you? Here, this is where you should find the ship.
And as I said, find us the core and your payment will be baronial. Best you get going as soon as possible. In the meantime, I will take a look at the steering unit.
I'll see you in Agnord, as I said.